My whistle
Okay,
blower's not
Karen,
working.
that
Thank
is
you,
what you
Karen.
need.
Thank
Happy
you.
Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome to another amazing live. Me and Gail celebrating our 1 year consistently showing up for you guys in live streaming. So, we thought it would be a good event to us to have to celebrate. For me, it's a big thing. For Gail, it's a big thing.
It is a
So
big thing. We
I'm
actually did
excited.
it.
Yes, Gail, just kick us off, Gail. Kick us
Okay,
off.
so hi and welcome to everybody. It's Gail and Karen. Karen is your favorite virtual assistant. She's so excited about blowing her noisemaker. She forgot to mention that. And I am your corporate training facilitator. And I work with companies to empower their teams to do better at things like customer service and leadership and a whole lot of other stuff. But we are here today because we thought it was a good idea to celebrate our first year. We have been on most Sundays for the last 360 days, and it has been a period of growth and laughs,
Yeah,
learning, and a whole host of other stuff. So I'm
I
going to start off.
know.
So tell us where you're joining us from today. Welcome to
Yes.
everybody. And if you're watching us live, you can put Team Live in the chat. If you're watching us on the replay, you can put replay so we will know. And Karen, I'm going to start off, of course, by asking you the first question because I know you love this story and you tell it better than me. How did we
Yes.
get started doing these LinkedIn Live? How did we hook up? What did you do to
Well,
me to get me to do this? Is the real question. What did you do
oh,
to me?
well, listen, it's an amazing story. You met through LinkedInpreneur, which is, if anybody knows your name, Monet, all right? Sorry, Sinead,
Marie.
if I
Shanae
mess up your
Marie.
name. But if anybody knows Sinead, if you don't, you should. But we was both LinkedInpreneurs, and one of the tasks that we had to do was to go live. I have never been live. Gail has never been live. So we was like, oh, do you want to do it together? And we was like, yeah, let's do it together. Essentially, it's supposed to have been that one live, and then we realized that we work well with each other, and we decided to just continue doing it. And this is how we stayed. We just continued doing it, and here we are today, a year later.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I love this version of Karen's story because it didn't quite go like that. And we actually had a third person who couldn't
Oh yes,
continue. Her name was Janet Chu, and she was very, excited about it all. And the thing
yes.
is, Karen wanted to go live, and Janet was very excited. And they asked me if I was interested, and I said no over my dead body. I am
Oh
not
yeah.
going live. I'm not about that life. And they were very encouraging. And here we are today. Karen is not going to tell you the grief she had in encouraging me to actually be
I
on
didn't want
camera.
to. I was trying to leave that out, Gay. I wasn't trying to put it.
Well,
I was
I'm
trying
just
to leave
trying to be
that out.
honest because if people don't want to go live, it's not a problem. But at the end of the day, if you really want to grow and get people to know who you are, you will need to go live and have a conversation and do like
Yeah.
Karen and I have fun.
Be like
If
me.
if you can't do it, if you don't
Push.
want to do it, if you don't want to do it alone, I always suggest at least do it
Yeah.
with somebody for the beginning, and then you can branch out, on your own.
Yeah.
But we've
Definitely.
we've learned a lot, and today we just wanted to not only celebrate, we wanted to share, we wanted to tell you like what we have learned and share some
Yes.
tips. And if you want to go further, of course, you can always reach out to Karen and I because we are here to, to help you and support you, and of course to teach you a thing or two. So Karen,
Mhm.
looking back over the last year, what possibly, and I know there are more than three, but what are the top three things you think you've learned as a result of consistently showing up live? And then, like,
Ooh.
how has going live changed your life? And I know it has. So
Yes,
like,
it
what are
has.
learned and how have they changed your life? And then I will share mine.
Yes, yes. Okay, so I would say the major thing is adaptability, right? Because you have to be able to adapt. There's going to be circumstances going to come, guests are going to cancel, you're going to have tech issues, and you have to be able to always be able, don't frazzle, like, don't quickly go crazy and allow those emotions to take over you. Always try to find, okay, well, this is not happening. Let me figure this out. Maybe this could work better. So always be open minded to it and adapt to different circumstances. That's the first thing I would say that it's a great component to have, right? The good thing for me, Gail, is that I have you. So we was able to fix it together, right? But if you by yourself, because it's going to happen, don't freak out. Just chill, you know, just look at your face. Don't just chill and try to figure out what is the best thing I could do at the moment right now. Listen, we have gone live and then we think we gone live and we have not been live, okay? We had those situations in the middle of going live. The tech restream or we use restream, but restream been acting up, and then be like, "Oh Lord, again, do you see that? Do you see that message on your screen? Just keep talking. Just keep talking. Eventually, clear itself out. Things like that. Like, have fun. Second tip: have fun. Have fun with it. You know, enjoy the process of that. And the last thing I would say for me, it have helped me with speaking clear, because I always public speaking is not my best thing, but it really has helped me. I say clear, speaking more clear and talking slower too, because when I'm nervous, I talk fast just to try to get over the words out. So it really has helped me more on my speaking. But
Mm-hmm. Great. So similar to you, Karen, my top three things would be if anything can happen, it will happen. Because
yes,
Karen mentioned that time we spoke on that live for a whole hour. And I am
I
saying to myself,
remember.
we're not seeing any comments, we're not seeing any engagement. I'm saying them. And so there's a private chat you can speak on to each other. And I'm saying, Karen, something is going on here because like there's nobody today. And when we double checked, we had not gone live. We weren't live at all. We weren't live anywhere
Yeah, I
except in our little
know.
space. And it was such an amazing conversation and we had such a good time. And yeah, so if something can happen, it will happen. We also learned if you have tech issues, you remember we had this tech
Yeah,
issue, we
I
could not
know.
get on something wasn't working, and Janet said, okay, let's cancel the event and
Yes,
come back. And we canceled the event, and guess what, people, you can't cancel the event or delete the
yes,
event and go back. You have to create the
a
event from
whole new
scratch.
one.
So
Yes.
that was also another learning experience. And I think one of the most valuable lessons for me is the growth from having an honest conversation about a serious topic and still
Yeah.
being able to laugh. Because I remember you
Hmm.
and I talked about working with people in a toxic environment, and
Yes,
like
I
we
remember
talked about
that.
mental health and we talked about triggers. But what I loved about Karen and I is that we can laugh. It's not that it's not serious, but
Right.
if you take life too seriously, like we talk about, if your boss is giving you stress, you have to take that moment and go into the bathroom and say some
Yeah.
prayers because if you continue talking, somebody's gonna die and you want y'all to live to see another day. And we laugh, but I think that I think people appreciate those honest conversations where we kept it real
Yeah.
and we still were able to cover these serious conversations. And
Yeah.
we just had fun. Karen is the queen of fun. I am much more conservative. Notice Karen's balloons are more colorful. I had to run a for
No,
but
I am a color person. Listen,
because
girl, you
she
know
loved and
me.
she's saying yes, and we need to have balloons and we need to have noisemakers. And I'm saying, OMG, somebody
Yeah.
save me.
I know.
But
I know it's
I think
funny.
for Karen, yeah, and I agree. When you need to celebrate your achievement, and for
Yeah.
us, I don't know if we make it look easy, but there's so much that goes on in the
Yes, it's
back
so
end
much.
of doing a live. So I think we should celebrate. I'm going to
Yes.
tell you a little bit too about what else we've learned that, just some tips that have helped us. So before
Yes.
you go live, I think you need to pick that topic, know what you want to say, and have your notes. If you're
Yes.
going to have a guest, I think, and this is just Karen and I and how we run our lives. You don't have to follow if you don't want, because I know some people are very spontaneous. Um, we prefer to just have a conversation with our guests before, make sure everybody's on the right page. And we just share a
Hmm.
little outline, like, so Karen is going to introduce, then Gail will come next. And these are just the three questions we want you to think about
Hmm.
answering. And make sure you always share some tips, some life
Yes.
tips for our audience. And then we'll log out. And why do we do that? Because we've gone on lives and we see somebody ask the guest a question and they're like, Oh, that is a good question.
Yeah, I know you did.
And it's like, where is the answer to the question going to come from? And is it going to come during the live, or do we have to wait until the end? So
Yeah, I
I
know.
think, and we have some of our guests in the comments, and we want them to share what it's been like being a guest on our show, and we'll
Yeah,
bring the
please
comments up on the
share
screen.
that.
But we think
Share.
that most people appreciated our organization and our preparation. What do you have to say about that, Karen? I mean,
No,
working with you is,
I
let me
agree.
just put it out there, working with Karen people is stressful. Like, you see, when we come up with this, like, it's gonna be,
You know
hey
why?
girl, we're in March. We have to figure out, what are we doing in April? What are we doing in May? Maybe we should look at June. And I'm saying,
No, I know.
girlfriend, we
Listen,
just finished the live. Can we just breathe? Can we just drink our wine and breathe? So,
no, I think that, yeah, I swear to you, me and you work well. Our personalities are very much the
uh-huh.
same. If you
Yeah.
know me, I'm always laughing, right? Even when we going through a struggle, I'm laughing like it's nothing happened. So
Mm-hmm.
it works for me. And then she started laughing. So it's not such a tenseful moment because I feel like for me, laughter always helped me de-stress. Because I worked in medicine. So when
Mm-hmm.
we had those bad experiences, those rush moments, I laughed at them. I don't know why, it's just a mechanism, but it works for me. So I would say one of the networking and then also help you build a relationship with someone. Even though girl live in Barbados, we talk regularly. We talk on the phone. We always laughing. We are having a great conversation. So I think that's a great thing. So working with someone, it helps you build a sisterhood with somebody else, right? Even
Mm-hmm.
when we
Mm-hmm.
disagree on something, right? We respectfully, okay, let's figure it out. We could both agree to disagree, but let's figure out
Mm-hmm.
how we could both find a common ground here.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, I'm more of a okay, girl, let's plan for months ahead. And she's like, no, Karen, we only in March. What are you talking about?
Can you
And I'm,
leave me? Please leave me.
and I'm like,
Leave
no,
me.
girl, let's do it like I'm like, no, girl, let's plan ahead so we're ahead of the game. I don't know. I always tend to think long term. That's just naturally how I am. And then Gail is good at thinking, okay, figure things out with the tech. She's very good at tech. And that's not really my gift. So we work well. The things that I'm lack, she have. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, it's like it has been a great experience, Gail. I love working with you. I enjoy working with you. You like my big sister to me. So thank you for that. Just thank you for showing up. Even when I'm like, yeah, I need a break. You be like, no, let's do it. Show up live today. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I think we
And
make
she,
a good team because we kind
yeah,
of balance each other out.
yeah, I
And
agree.
like, when Karen wants to give up, I'm saying no,
Yeah, I
let's
agree.
continue. And then when I want to give up, she's a mind reader, guys. She's a mind reader. So I
Yeah.
wanted to give up. I told her, you know what, I'm tired of doing these lives. Like, I'm done. That's what
She
I
did
said to
say that.
myself. I said that to myself, and then I said that to her.
She said that to me
And
too.
she was her normal, no, no, no. And then you know what she did, people. I'm gonna tell you what she did.
Oh my God, girl. No, you're not. No, you're
She
not.
so she knows I want to give up and I don't want to do these lives anymore. I love them. I love them, but I'm just thinking, there's a lot
It's
of
a
stuff
lot.
that
I
goes on
know.
in the
I know it's a
background and
lot.
stuff.
I get
And I
it.
love Karen, but I was just tired.
I get
And
it.
she sends me the most amazing gift for my birthday. Like, she mails it from the US, and it's all of this stuff that I love. And I'm saying, cheese on bread. That's a Caribbean thing. Cheese on bread. How can I not do these lives with this chick? So here we are. But I think we make a very good team. Karen is, bubbly, and she has all of the ideas, and I'm the one that will try to execute. I think one of
Yeah.
the other really good things that has been good for us is, like, we get good guests. All
Oh
of our guests have
yes.
been, they share the most amazing
Yes.
stories. They share
I
the
agree.
most amazing information. And I'm sure, like, everybody that's come on our show,
Yeah,
they've
all I
been
guess been
able to
great.
help somebody in some way. So we've made really great connections. I think a lot of the people now that
Yep.
came on our show are now our friends. They're
Yeah, I
not just
agree.
they're not just another guest.
Yes, right. I
So I
agree.
think
I
building
agree.
connections is, live events and inviting a guest, which, and I guess, share a different perspective. And I think
Right.
people get sometimes tired to have seen just Karen and I. Let's just bring another person on, a different perspective, somebody else
Yeah.
to laugh with us, and still talk about a serious topic
Yeah,
and get
definitely.
engaged. So yeah,
No,
Karen,
I think yeah, you said
what do you think?
everything.
What do you think? Oh, so thank you for my gift, as I said before.
Oh my God, girl, I didn't think you was gonna say that. You know, I'm the type of person I don't like when I do
Because
something. I
I
don't
said to
really.
myself,
I'm like
I was
that. Like I
praying
don't
and I
like.
said, God, it's a plan. You have a plan. I'm not supposed to finish. Karen doesn't want me to finish. We'll continue and we'll just find a way to
Mhm.
make it work. So we're
Yeah,
trying to plan differently, just to streamline some stuff that happens in the back end.
yeah,
And Karen and I, we were talking recently, and we think based on the response we get, we're going to do a poll. If anybody wants to learn how to do live streaming, we can help, because you have to do things like, create a
yeah.
banner, and then you put your post up, and then you have to promote it. If you want to have a guest, make sure you and your guests are on the same page. So it's a very worthwhile experience, but it can be
Yeah.
a lot of back end work. So, and then there's the tech, of course. If you want to use Restream, we can help you with that as well. And we can help you not be afraid when your internet is not working. And you see yourself frozen on the screen, and OMG, there's a problem. And you see Karen in the chat saying, keep talking, keep talking.
Oh my God, just keep talking. It's gonna hurt so much.
Keep
Just keep
talking.
talking.
Just keep talking.
And
It's
we
so
like,
funny.
I'm like, keep talking, keep talking.
And you're talking, but you're sweating because
I'm telling
there's
you that is,
something going on. Drop out, which is a whole different story. But I think
yeah.
we've grown, Karen. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, Gail, yeah, I agree. We definitely have grown in the last year. I mean, in my perspective, we both learned a lot. You know, we put in so much into this from when we started. We didn't have nothing. We didn't have an outline. We didn't even have
Correct.
an intro and an outro video.
Yeah.
We didn't
We need
have
to thank
any,
Sebastian Ong for
yes.
that.
Go ahead if
So
you
this
want
is
to.
a shout out to our friend Sebastian Ong.
Yes.
I think that's how you pronounce his last name. But we'll put it in the comments. He created our intro and our outro just like that.
Yes.
He was amazing. Um,
His
yes,
last name
so
is
thank
ONG, right?
you. Yeah, thank you very much for
Yeah, I
that.
put his name is there.
Because we
Yeah,
didn't know
he.
what we were doing. And you know why we did that too is because sometimes you think you're live. So there's a break between when there's the countdown and it says you're live. There's some kind of delay. And sometimes you would see people checking, oh, well, let me check to see if I'm live, and let me check to see if I'm live on LinkedIn or on Facebook.
Yeah.
But with the countdown, it seems to give Restream some time to kick in so that when you go live, you are actually, like Karen, very excited and blowing noisemakers and stuff because you are live. So we want
Yes.
to thank Sebastian for that.
Yeah, yeah, for real. Like I mean, I tell you, just this experience, we met so many great people, you
Mm-hmm.
know, so many
Mm-hmm.
connections with great people. And then you learn from other people too, and their stories, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm a believer that I could learn from your story necessarily to help me have to make the same mistakes, right? I really do believe that. So being in this year live, just the self growth within myself, the consistency that I have put in, coming up with concept, coming up with just different topics, finding a guest, securing a guest. If they cancel, what is how we going to pivot this, right? It
Mm-hmm.
just and not mentioning the tech issues, learning Canva within the graphic that goes with that. That
I'm laughing because I resisted
I
that
tell
too.
you, another
I don't
thing
want to learn it.
I tell you, and I would say to
And now
anybody,
I'm the queen of Canva.
yeah,
Thanks
yes,
to Karen.
Gail, and she,
I
yeah,
am the
Gail.
queen of Canva.
Gail is the Canva queen. It's like, and I say this: if you're gonna partner with somebody, like I'm naturally a pushy person in a nice way, right?
You said that out loud. She's not telling lies on herself. She is
I
a
am a
pushy
very
person.
pushy person naturally. Like if I see, I'm always finding possibilities where it seem impossible, right? So I'm like, no, okay, we gonna go live. Let's test this out for. Let's test this out for. So we'll test it out. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. And this is how we got here. She didn't want. She was resisting to it, like she mentioned, and I'm like, no,
Yeah,
girl, we're gonna do it. Come on, let's do it for 15 minutes. Let's do it
yeah,
for 15.
yeah,
And then we're gonna go up from
yeah.
there. And here we are. So always find somebody who balance you out, right? Somebody
Mm-hmm.
who's willing to push you outside of your comfort. And the same thing with Gail, she pushed me outside of my comfort as well. So I think that's important to find a partner that y'all both have mutual benefit in the project that y'all doing, right? And y'all
Yeah.
both see the long term. And even if things doesn't
Mm-hmm.
go the same way or the way we plan, you're not blaming nobody. she's not blaming you, you're not blaming the person. Y'all both in this together. Okay, what did we learn from here? And let's pivot to make it better next time. This is where the outline came in. Gail came up with the outline, and I was like, "Guess this is a good
Yes.
idea," because we had a guest
Yeah,
that just talked
because
so
people were
long.
getting jumped, like, and I'm saying, but this is
Yeah.
what you do. You don't know what you do. I'm asking you a question about what you do, people. But
Yes.
I think our guests appreciate it too because they can channel their thoughts around
Yeah.
the topic that we want them to talk about,
Right.
and we keep to the flow because we like to keep our lives between 30 to 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So we are able to stick to the flow,
That
and
helped.
then they know
Yeah.
they know what we expect from them, and I
I
think
think
that
it's
works for
yeah.
us. Some people believe in spontaneity, but what do you think,
I
Karen? Do
no,
you prefer
I
that?
mean I believe in it, but I think it also have to like the timeline helps us stay into the topic because the time
Yeah,
when you're passionate about a topic, you can start talking, and next thing
yeah,
you know,
and we've had that too. And
so
Karen is there telling me on the chat,
yeah,
okay, okay, what are we gonna do? What? I said, I don't know what we're gonna do. We
I'm
can't,
like Gail, like can you
we
say
can't even get a
something?
word
I
in.
said, Gail, say a word, say something. She's like, no, you say something. I'm like,
Sorry, people.
no, no, but
I mean, we just have
honestly,
so much fun. I mean, we laugh,
yeah,
no, but sometimes it can be so stressful. And,
yeah, good,
but what happens for us is we learn from every single situation and we try to put a plan in place. I believe that you should always somehow anticipate change, expect the
expect, yeah.
unexpected. But when it actually happens, okay, well, let's just see how we can work around this so that it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Learn from it, pivot, make changes, add on to what you're doing, like what we did, like I just mentioned, the timeline, curating more of instead of doing before we used to be an hour live or hour and a half. And I said, no, Gil, we got to start condensing this. It's got to be at least 45 minutes. We cannot be going for an hour and a half
Yeah.
because we
And
want to
what did I say
respect
to your
people's
45
time.
minutes? I said, no,
Yeah.
Karen, it really needs to be 30.
Th- There
'Cause
she go.
30 minutes, because people are busy. People are
Right.
busy,
And we
and we
want to,
need to
yeah, we
respect
want to
that.
respect people's Sunday. We don't want to keep them
Yeah.
on for two. We want to stay on for 2 hours.
No,
When it's Sunday, like
on
we
a
want to respect
Sunday.
people's time. So this is why
Yeah.
we chose to start condensing things better. But we're
Mm-hmm.
excited for what this is gonna lead us. We have so many things working in the background, guys. So like
Yes.
Gail mentioned, if you need any help with live streaming, any part of it, if you're a beginner idea or not sure how to do it, connect with us. We're
Mm-hmm.
definitely willing to help
Mm-hmm.
you in any way that we can. And Gail, do you want to go to the comments and see what the chat is
There's
saying? What
so many
there are
comments.
so many.
So Tara is saying that we are hilarious, but I mean, I think we knew that already.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
spontaneity works best when there's preparation. I couldn't agree with that more.
yeah, that's true.
Managing expectations is
Yeah,
important.
Jennifer, like, yeah, it's.
Um,
I
and Chris
agree.
on one of our upcoming lives.
My expectation is
But
important.
we always have a preliminary conversation with our guests before we go
Oh
live.
yes, 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 yes.
So we had a very good conversation with Christian. So yeah, we have some pretty cool comments. Thanks for all the
Yes, and thank
congratulations,
you.
guys.
Yes,
We would not be here
and thank
without
you for
you.
all the guests, and thank you for
Yeah.
everybody, all the guests. I mean, we all speaking for me and you, Gail. We appreciate it. We are thankful. We are, I am very happy with everybody that we met. So thank you so much for showing up for us. And thank you for the patience because I know sometimes we'll be like, okay, guys, we're doing this. And sorry, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do it. So thank you so much for the patience. That's the same thing too. So thank you
Ah,
so much. Just grateful.
yeah.
Just
So
very
thank you
grateful.
so much. Oh shit. So come, Karen. We have to do our toast because you said we had to do a
Oh
toast.
yes,
So
salute.
to 1 year of LinkedIn Lives and to many more years to come. So we say
Yes,
cheers.
salute.
And we gonna sip. I don't know what Karen is drinking. I'm drinking wine.
It's
It's
my
pretty
favorite
good,
color.
Karen. Mm-hmm.
Don't drink too much, Gail.
Yep. Karen has me
You don't
drinking
drink.
wine. She has me putting up balloons. Y'all don't know the
Yes.
struggle.
I was like,
Y'all don't know the
Gail.
struggle.
I was like, Gail, we gotta do balloons. She was like,
Yeah.
really? I said, yes, we gotta do
Yeah.
balloons. She
And
said,
I'm like, really?
yeah.
Like, seriously, we're
She
going
was
to go
like, do we
there?
really gotta do that? I said, yes,
Yeah.
I'm excited. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. We're gonna
Yeah.
celebrate big time. So
So we should thank everybody for coming. As
yes.
I said, if you really are interested in learning about going live on LinkedIn or just live streaming in general, please let us know. And we put a little mini masterclass or something together for you, because we've been
Yeah.
getting some questions, and we have the knowledge, and we're willing to share. But we want to make
Yes.
sure that there's a demand for it first.
Yeah, definitely. And not only that, if you are someone who want to be a guest on our live, please send us
Sure.
a message
Yes,
as
yes, we
well.
love guests.
Because we're always looking for guests, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Karen
just
loves
send,
guests.
yeah, send us a message. We'll have a conversation, and I'm excited. We're
Yeah.
excited to have you here. You're gonna laugh, so look for that. So other than that, I think
Great.
today's live was amazing.
Yes, and thank you guys for joining.
Thank you
We are
so
going
much.
to head out now. It's
Yes.
just under 30 minutes and we made it, and we are
Yeah.
happy that we did it, Karen. We actually did it.
Yes.
We
Yes. Yes. Yes.
consistently went live. We met a lot of people. We've grown. We're still smiling.
Yes.
And
Even though
we
we
will see everybody next Sunday. Do you
next
want to do one
Sunday.
more? So you want me to get
Oh,
these? You want
that girl.
Yeah, I just had to do that because she made me get them. So I would not have been happy if
This
I didn't get to
You're
blow my
supposed to be a
noisemakers.
whistleblower, but it's not working out so good today.
Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for joining. We love you, and we
Thank you,
see you
people.
next
Love you
Sunday.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.